Right, yes, thank you very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sports 7 GH. It's always a pleasure to have you join us for all the exclusive content and updates that we have for you on this channel. Yeah, we are going to look at some 7 things, at least 7 things that Ghana, Africa should learn from Morocco's wonderful exploit at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. You know that today the Moroccans played their last game of the FIFA World Cup 2022, where they were 4th in that particular competition. A lot of things, they made a lot of history. They qualified for their first quarterfinals in their own history, and then also was the 4th African country to qualify to the quarterfinals, and they went to the semi-finals for the first time in their history, as well as in Africa, and then they were 4th in the whole tournament. So we are going to point out some key things, key lessons that the whole of Africa can learn from the Morocco's campaign, as well as Ghana Black Stars and the Ghana Football Association can learn from Morocco's campaign. Let me know your thoughts, views, opinions, comments in the comment section of this particular video. Which of the points do you not agree with us? Which of them do you agree with us? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section of this particular video. It is very important because we do this with you. Like this video if you are new here, subscribe to the channel for lots more fantastic updates, hit the notification bell and select all. Do all to, yes, like the video and leave your thoughts and comments like I said. Now, like in my intro, Morocco was the 4th in the competition of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Wonderful exploits they had in that particular competition, and there are a lot of things to learn from their campaign at that particular World Cup. The first thing to learn is the fact that Africa can do a lot of things. We can achieve great things when we have a solid defense. And until Morocco played France in the semi-finals of the FIFA World Cup, they had considered just 1 goal, which was an own goal. Yes, they scored by themselves. So they hadn't conceded any goal from an opponent's player. You get a point? So it tells you that the defense of Morocco took them to that particular stage. And a lot of great coaches have said that attack will win you games, but defense will win you titles. And if you go back to look at the Ghana Black Stars wonderful team at the 2010 World Cup, where Ghana reached the quarterfinals, indeed it was the defense. That team of Milovan Rajevac, they score 1 and they will hugely defend to ensure that they end the game with 8, or at least they'll concede 1 and then they score 2 and all of that. So defense has taken African teams to a lot of places in the World Cup. Even in the Senegal team of 2002, they score 1 and they will hugely defend very well to get what they want from the game. So we have to master the defensive shape of our teams going into tournaments and going into any competition. That is a very important point to learn from this particular Moroccan team over there. The second point is that, look, no matter what you want to achieve in the World Cup, in any competition, in African competition, in any competition the national team plays in, the most important, or one of the most important things, is having a good and solid coach. And that is very important. If you don't have a quality coach, it means that you can achieve less, or you cannot achieve a lot of things with the national team. And Walid Regragui, you forgive me if I got the name wrong. It's a fantastic coach who in May 2022 won the African Champions League without Casablanca in Morocco, and then he got the Moroccan job just 2 months into the job, and then he sent them to World Cup and play a fantastic game, placing 4th in that particular competition. So it tells you that, look, irrespective of your materials, irrespective of anything, one of the key things you have to get right is having a top coach. It doesn't matter if he's an African or he's a Ghanaian or anything. You just have to have a top coach. And Ghana in 2010 did it with a Serbian Milovan Rajevac. Even in 2006 we did it with Ragdemir Dukovic and all of that. But look, Moroccans have shown that we can trust in our own, and then if he's a top quality manager, he will give us a lot of things. Now, no matter how good your manager is, you will need the materials. You will need the right materials to execute whatever the manager plans to do. And that is the third lesson to have. We should call players who are deserving into our national teams. Because look, if you don't call players who are deserving and you think that anybody can play anything, then it means that you are not going anywhere. If you look at Morocco, they sacrificed the previous coach for Hakim Ziyech, because Hakim Ziyech was a quality player of them who were playing at the highest level. And the coach said that, look, I don't want him because of something he didn't do well. All right, but the country says that, look, we have to choose Hakim Ziyech over quality. They chose quality. 2022 World Cup, Hakim Ziyech came and he played excellently well. So at every point in time, the national team, or the national team should call upon quality players. And in the case of Ghana, you are going to the 2022 World Cup and decided not to go with somebody like Jeffrey Schlupp, somebody like Joseph Pinto, who is playing very well in Belgium and scoring a lot of goals and all of that. So, look, it is important that you always call upon quality players for any national assignment, being it the World Cup, being it African Cup of Nations, or any national assignment. If you go back to 2010 World Cup, the Ghana Black Stars had the best of squads or best of players going into the World Cup, and it showed, or it was evident. Now, one of the important things, okay, the next point is that, look, we should start inculcating the habit of how do you even call it, the Mohammed V Academy. You get a point. In Morocco, produce some players for this particular World Cup campaign of Morocco, and so we should start inculcating the habit of academies in our game. If you look at the Black Stars players who went to the 2022 World Cup, Kamaldeen Sulemana, Mohamed Kudus are all products of the Right to Dream Academy in Ghana. Okay, and a lot of academies have produced a lot of talent all across Africa. If we want our game to grow to a certain level, we have to inculcate the habit or the building of academies, quality academies in Africa, in African countries, and that will help us very well, because El Nesri and a couple of other players are all products of the Mohammed V Academy in Morocco, which ensured that these players helped Morocco to reach far. Now, can you talk about the defense of Morocco without talking about the goalkeeper of Morocco? If you look at the 4 teams in the last 4 of the FIFA World Cup, each of the teams have a quality goalkeeper. And that is very, very important. Croatia are where they are right now because of their goalkeeper, Livakovic. Okay, Croatia were third in that particular competition, FIFA 2022 World Cup. Morocco were also ensured that they are where they are because of their goalkeeper. France, Hugo Lloris. Argentina also ensured that because Martinez also had to save some penalties versus Netherlands. So we cannot achieve great things in football without having a goalkeeper. So if you are going to a tournament, being it any tournament at all, with special focus on World Cup, you have to ensure that you have a top goalkeeper who will help your team in times of need. And that is what Morocco had, and it helped them all the way to the semi-finals of the competition, breaking a lot of records at the World Cup with a Moroccan coach. So having a top goalkeeper for every tournament is a very, very important point that Ghana, that Africa cannot miss. Ghana Black Stars went to this particular World Cup with substandard goalkeepers, if I'll say, even though Atizigi tried his best at the World Cup. But even if we had the number ones, which is Jojo Wallacott and all of that, we were still not going to be satisfied with our goalkeeping department. And so in the coming years, we have to look for or build up a top quality goalkeeper in any player so that he will help us in the subsequent games over there. Now, one of the most important points I am talking about right now is the fact that Africa should believe in ourselves. We should believe in ourselves. Because look, if you don't believe in yourselves, it means that you are not going to achieve anything great. And Morocco, the Moroccan coach Walid said that, look, what they've achieved with Morocco is not something, a miracle. It's hard work So they put in hard work, they believe it will yield the needed results, and indeed it yielded the needed results. So we have to believe in ourselves as Africans. We don't have to think that, look, we are substandard when it comes to quality of players. Because look, if you look at France right now, all those players are Africans, African descent. Africa produced the best of talent, and the history of football has shown that indeed that is a fact. We produce the best of talent on Africa. They go to Europe and decide to naturalize for them or switch nationality and all of that. So we have to believe in ourselves that, look, we have the quality to change everything. We have the quality to, in fact, win the World Cup. And that is something I'm expecting an African team to do in the coming World Cups, if only we will believe in ourselves over there. So these are some of the most important points that Ghana should emulate from Morocco. In fact, no interference is the next point. You can appoint the best of coaches. You can appoint the Pep Guardiolas, the Mourinhos. But if you interfere in their jobs, if you show them what to do, if you let them kowtow to your rules and regulations or your wishes as a football association or a football federation, then you will not go anywhere. Here's the point. So in African countries or in Africa here, we mostly hear the fact that, look, football associations or federations are interfering in the job of coaches and all of that. It is something that should stop, because the Moroccan coach has made it clear that no one was interfering in his job. They gave him the free hands to do it, and he has achieved a lot of things for Morocco and Africa. So one of the most important points to note is that no one should interfere in the job of the coaches when they are appointed, and that will help us achieve a lot of great things on the African soil or in the world as a whole. So these are some of the points that I think that Ghana Black Stars and then also Africa as a whole can learn from the Moroccan success in the FIFA World Cup 2022. What are your thoughts and views? Any other points you want to point out? Let us know them in the comments section of this particular video. Leave your thoughts, opinions, views and everything in the comment section of this video. Like this video, subscribe to the channel for lots more fantastic updates and exclusive content. Hit the notification bell and select all. Definitely I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very, very much for staying with us. Please do well to leave your thoughts and comments below. Congrats to Morocco for making Africa proud. We are all proud of you, Morocco. Yes, and we hope that African nations learn from you and everything will be fine over there. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.